For those of you that have been following my YouTube channel since December, may have seen that in December I was promoted into a financial business partner role at the company that I work for. I'm fully aware that there are many people on this channel who may be aspiring to be a financial business partner themselves within their future career and currently studying towards their exams, hoping to get to that point. I felt there would be some people out there who are watching this channel who would greatly benefit from me explaining what exactly I get up to on a daily basis, because it will help you to understand whether or not actually the business partner role could well be for you. I've got 4 topics of responsibility that I get involved with on a day-to-day basis of my role that I'm going to dive deeper in today so that you can understand in a bit more detail exactly what a financial business partner role entails. First of all, we're going to dive straight in with my biggest responsibility and the responsibility that takes the most amount of time out of my diary on a monthly basis, and that is the forecasting process. As a business, we need to be aware of any opportunities or any risks that are present in the commercial channel that I look after in our business. Each business partner within the business will prepare their forecast by working closely with the sales teams to understand what sales we're expecting in the year ahead and what risks that we have in place that could detract away from us achieving those numbers. We then roll our sub-channel forecast up into a channel and a business-wide forecast to provide the information to leadership of the business so that they're aware of the opportunities and risks that they have at the total level of the business. And if need be, they can take appropriate action in order to mitigate those risks or take advantage of those opportunities. This process creates a full visibility to top leaders of the state of the business at a more granular level. In at number 2, we have reporting. This follows nicely from forecasting because when we forecast, we will then actualize our numbers and then we will take a look at what were our actual results and how did that compare to our forecast. What variances do we now have in place? Why do we have those variances? What went well? What didn't go so well? What caused the negative performance in sub-channel X and what caused the overperformance in sub-channel Y? This creates learnings for the business. Let's say channel X performed poorer versus expectations because a customer put through more competitive pricing. Well, how can I mitigate what we've learned in channel X into channel Y to ensure we don't see the same going forward? The benefits of doing so is that these numbers and these learnings are spread across the business so that they can hopefully elevate the performance of the business. As you will know from your SEMA qualification, variance analysis is a significantly important part of the business because it enables you to compare what your actual performance was versus what you was expecting the performance to be and make the amendments that you need to make on future business activity to hopefully give you the best chance of success and growing your bottom line. In at number 3 is investment appraisal. Investment appraisal basically looks at how can I get the biggest amount of bang for my buck? How can I maximize the amount of money I earn for every £1 that I spend within that business? How can I maximize my revenue from every kilogram of raw material that my business has? And that is exactly what I look at on a day-to-day basis within the channel that I work within. I would say that I am presented with 5, 6, maybe even closer to 10 business proposals every single week that I need to evaluate, check that the pricing is correct in terms of where we sit among our competitors, whether that will allow us to win the business, whether we're playing in the right channel for the business and that it's a good fit for our business. I have to evaluate all the macro and microeconomic decisions to understand for our business whether it is a good opportunity. And if it is, I allow the business to go ahead and attempt to win that business. And if it's not, and I feel that the P&L is too dilutive or it's not the right fit for our business, then I'll simply reject it and ask them to come back with other opportunities. It's a great role to understand investment appraisal. It's a really interesting topic, and probably my most favourite part of the role is taking a look at our new business opportunities and understanding whether or not that business is a good fit for us. In at number 4, I have preparing information for senior decision making. As a business partner, you're a business partner. You're expected to drive value to that business. And the way that you can drive value to that business is to provide information to key stakeholders. I'm often asked to dive deep into financial numbers, come to conclusions, and provide recommendations to senior stakeholders so that they can make a business decision. It comes with a lot of responsibility, but it's a rewarding responsibility. And the more practice you get at it, the easier it becomes. For me, part of business is about being able to provide value to your stakeholders, particularly senior stakeholders. So it's a fantastic responsibility to have within a financial business partner role. And then last but not least, probably the most boring part is the overview of accounting. You're in a fortunate position when you're a financial business partner that you are likely to have analysts underneath you who are doing the accounting, posting the journal entries, recognizing financial transactions. However, as part of my role, it's my duty to own the number. So when my analysts are posting journals, posting accruals, you name it, that final number is then owned by me. And I need to be aware and approve that number. It comes with a different level of responsibility to being the analyst that does the actions. It comes with the ownership of that being your number, and you must own that number. If you don't agree with a number that has been posted, then it is my responsibility to then work with the analyst to ensure that our financial statements reflect the right numbers. For me, this part of the role is the most boring. I've done 3 financial analyst roles before this position, and I was hoping to get away from it. This part is, although very small, is still my responsibility. And to be perfectly honest, I've been so drilled into numbers, it's probably my least favorite part. It's the most admin part of the role. So that is all today from my financial business partner experience that I've experienced within the first 4 months of my role. I hope you found this video useful today for those of you aspiring to be a financial business partner. But if you would like to see what it was like for me in my previous role as a financial analyst, then you can check my day in the life video out right up here. Until the next one, I'll see you all soon.